Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I believe today it's going to be a fun video. We're going to talk about these two Savage 99s, so stay tuned. Okay, so today we have these Savage 1899s. I believe these are 1899Bs. They have the octagon barrel. This is a 1904 model in the chambering of 30-30. And this one is a 3240 1903 model. And it's also an 1899B with the octagon barrel. These are W.M. Malcolm replica scopes. Very similar to the Malcolm scopes, made back in the 1800s. I want to thank my friend for letting me borrow these to do a video on. They are really cool. Shortly, we're going to take them out and shoot them a little bit. But before that, let's kind of just talk about these rifles. And so as the name implies, they come out in 1899. They're similar to the 1895 Savage, but with a few differences. But this rifle for its time was pretty unique and had some cool features on it that was probably ahead of its time. So the first thing you'll notice about these rifles is it's not a tubular fed magazine like a Winchester or Marlin of those days, but it's all in this rotary magazine that fits down inside there. And that allows you to use pointed bullets. You don't have to worry about the pointed bullet striking the primer of the bullet in front of it in a tube. So you didn't have to use flat-based bullets or flat-pointed bullets. You could use any bullet that you wanted to in this rifle. You also could tell how many rounds was in the magazine by this little round counter right here. Pretty incredible that way back then they had figured out how to do that. So if you put 5 in and then you chamber one in the chamber, there'll still be 4 in the rotary magazine, and it will have a number that'll actually tell you right here and say 4. And as you cycle them out, of course, of the magazine, it'll drop down 3, 2, 1, 0. Pretty cool. You also don't see a hammer or any kind of external safety except for this. The safety is right here. If you press it forward, it's obviously on safety and the lever is locked. Press it back, you can cycle it and shoot it. The 4N stock is, got a nice shape to it. Feels good in the hands. And you can do that because there's no tubular magazine underneath. This butt plate was kind of the style of the day, made to fit right in your shoulder. And these guns are so heavy anyway, and the cartridges were, relatively tame compared to today's standards, so recoil's not an issue. These are nice, well-built, stout rifles. They came out in some cool cartridges like the 303 Savage, and then later in 1915 the 300 Savage. And the 300 Savage would become synonymous with this rifle after it came out. These rifles would go on many, many years later to be in production, seeing many iterations. These old ones are the 1899, but eventually they changed it just to the 99s. And there was tons of cool chamberings like the 284 Winchester and different things. And they lasted for many, many decades. On the 30-30, the W.M. Malcolm scope protrudes a little bit past the barrel. The owner has never had any issues with muzzle blast getting this scope off. He does, however, have a new piece coming that will shrink it down or shorten it down to the same length as this 3240 so that it will be right there at the end of the barrel. But yeah, he's hunted with these and deer have been killed. I say we take these things out to the range and let's shoot them. So I'm really impressed with these rifles. I have never used a scope like this before when it comes to target shooting at 100 yards, and I had never shot the 99. So the group wasn't the greatest, but you know, I think it was okay. And if you knew what you were doing and you had shot these more, you'd probably get a better group. But really fun to shoot these, really fun to just be able to look at them and research them. So thanks again to my friend for letting me borrow these. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. More videos like this will be coming out. Hopefully you have a great day, and until next time, take care.